hope you guys are doing great. Y'all do not mind me. I'm stuffing my face right now. But I want to get this message out to you guys anyway. I just needed a little energy, a little food, a little nourishment. But anyway, the song I'm hearing right now is Express Yourself. Dun, 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 dun. Express yourself. Okay. The title of this read, you guys, is Express Yourself More Freely. Some of you guys could have seen the things that I'm about to list. Y'all, I had a very interesting dream that I'm going to tell you guys about in this read. And of course, normally I would do something like this in my blackout reads. They come with the dream. But for this read, I was told to share this dream with you guys, okay? So hear me out. The first thing that I saw, you guys, was a bluebird. And I actually saw the bluebird in the dream. It stuck out to me as very significant. I saw an orange peacock. Well, it was a white peacock with like orange hues in its feathers, okay? But the orange of the peacock really stuck out to me. So with the bluebird, y'all, the bluebird spiritual symbol is a spiritual symbol of happiness, hope, renewal, positive change. This is what you guys can look forward to. This is what you guys can expect to occur in your lives, okay? All right. There's a message of joy and good fortune that's on the way to you. So you guys be prepared for some good news, the arrival of good news, okay? And you guys, whoever I'm speaking to today, I'm speaking to a collective that has a very powerful connection to the sky. I'm like getting the solar system, like planets, things like that, orbit, all that, right? And then higher realms, okay, as well. Higher realms, okay? All of this is just an indication that you guys are spiritually aware and that you guys have a very powerful connection to the divine. Now, through the energy of the orange peacock or the orange feathered peacock, it brings about an energy of creativity, vibrancy, more joy. Y'all getting a lot of dose of joy, okay? I just see someone leaping I see a child leaping, okay? It's giving the energy of the sun. Now, that's not in my notes, but I'm actually seeing that. I'm seeing the little naked baby that be riding on the horse in the sun card in most of the tarot decks. And I mean, just the look on the face, just happy, just joyous, just leaping, okay? I'm getting that energy. So something I'm hearing with glee, leaping with glee or jumping with glee. It's just like a look of glee on your face. It's just pure joy. Okay. So you guys could be feeling excited. You guys could be feeling the air of expectancy. There's a heightened sense of self-expression that comes with this orange peacock symbolism as well. And here we are talking about express yourself more freely. Maybe you guys are going to be moved to express yourself more freely. It's interesting because for the past, I want to say umpteen years of my life, I have been sick on my birthday. And I just had an epiphany, the day before yesterday, where I was like, you know what? I was sick all the time because like with a cold and sinus stuff, because I wasn't speaking my truth. I was holding my tongue. I wasn't expressing myself. And I have noticed over the course of the past few years that I've not been sick for my birthday. And so it's let me know that I've done well with clearing my throat chakra, speaking my truth, standing in my truth, being fearless about what I have to say. And, you know, not just to y'all, but to everybody. Like sometimes, you know how, like for me growing up, I was taught, you know, to hold my tongue. I was taught to be respectful. I was taught that you don't talk back. I was taught, you know, you just, whatever you feel, you just hold that shit inside. Right. And so growing up now, I'm like, I'm not doing that. And so I'm just thinking back on the years where I was sick all the time. Like I always was sick. Like I always caught a cold. The season changed. You can count on Ashley to get sick. The wind blew hard. You can count on Ashley to get sick. Okay. If anybody just came around me and they were sick, I would get it. It just was like my immune system was really, really fragile. And I now equate that to just being, it was fragile because I wasn't caring for myself in a spiritual sense in the right way. I was allowing people to talk over me or over talk me or, you know, exude some type of control or authority over me when they didn't necessarily have that power. So in a sense, I was giving my power away. I don't do that anymore. Now people want me to shut up, but I don't care. I still be talking. But anyway, so, but as a child, it just goes with some things that we're taught. And yes, kids should respect their parents and, but it does kind of hinder the child in a way because they can't express themselves. And just like how disease shows up in the body, right? It's dis-ease. It's something that you've held on to that you were supposed to let go of, or you've put up with something way too long and it manifests in the body, right? Same thing with me holding my tongue, trying to be respectful, trying not to get out of line with people. It ends up showing up and manifesting as sickness and as in illness within the body. It's disease. Okay. And so I don't know who needed to hear that, but if you've noticed that you're sick quite often, just kind of assess or take a review of your life. Have you been speaking your truth? Have you been allowing people to take your voice? Are you so busy trying to keep the peace that you are manifesting illness within your own self? And I feel like that can go so much deeper than just, that. But I'm going to say that and I'm going to leave it there because that's for somebody. Okay. Because that's not in my notes. But anyway, express yourself. Okay. So let's talk about this dream that I had, y'all. I call it the exorcism dream. So I'm going to read what I have. It says, you decided to accompany a relative to a priest or practitioner to get a child exorcised, or to have a child, to have demons casted out of a child. Now, this child was actually your niece, or I don't know if it was a niece or a cousin, but a niece stuck out to me. Okay. Now, as this priest, we were all in this room, and as this priest proceeded with the ritual, he started to see things as he was speaking to this entity and energy. And he was seeing like demons. He was seeing shadows. He was seeing like spirits coming out of this body. And they were like jumping out and going back in and moving around the room and moving things around in the room. They were just running amok in there. Okay. It kept revealing itself to this priest or practitioner. Now, what kind of caught the priest or practitioner off guard is that you, being in the room, you could see these things too. So you weren't frightened of them. And this kind of like shocked the priest or this practitioner. I don't know if it was a priest or practitioner, y'all. So I'll refer to it as both. Okay. But it shocked this person. They were like, whoa, like y'all kind of had a moment where you locked eyes and you're like, you see that too? And you're like, yeah, I see it. Okay. And it wasn't a sense of fear within you as you were seeing it. It was just like, okay, you gonna do something about it? You looking at him, he looking at you. And we're like, well, which one of us is gonna fix this? And so after a while of the priest, or practitioner trying to perform this ritual, the priest or practitioner found that he was unable to handle the task. Like these spirits and entities that were popping in and out of this child, they were a bit more powerful than what the practitioner or the priest was. So you picked up on like a sense of nervousness. Like the priest, he was nervous. This practitioner, he was nervous. And you could tell like the more that they revealed themselves to him, the more he started to shake and be nervous, and the shaking of his voice, right? And so you actually kind of took over in this dream. You started to pray and with authority, in a sense of like power, you took control of the situation and you casted the demons out yourself through prayer and speaking, right? So that's what I have for the dream. But let me tell you this, because it just came to me that whatever it is that you have to say, like you're powerful, your words are powerful enough to cast out demons. Okay. So that's why your tongue doesn't need to be stifled. That's why your voice doesn't need to be silenced. That's why you don't need to hold your tongue. But it's interesting because you were taught to do so for so long that it's like been work for you to undo that. It lets me know that that was a karmic lesson that you had to, or I'm gonna say, I don't know if I want to call it a karmic lesson or like a generational, maybe a generational curse that you had to break to be silenced. Maybe you were a people or a family that was just taught to be silenced, to be quiet, to be seen and not heard, right? But to the detriment of the collective, right? So that's interesting that that came through. It's like your voice or what you have to say is that powerful that it can cast out demons, okay? So whoever you are, you need to be on the scene. You need to be more than just seen and not heard. You need to be speaking. You need to be heard more than you are seen, okay? Now, like I said, a niece could be very significant. This could be a message for someone's niece or cousin or something like that. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. The other thing that was very significant was a blue black cat, okay? Um, so, a blue black cat, I had to Google it, y'all, because I'm like, why am I seeing this blue black cat? Like it was a black cat, but it was blue at the same time. Now, some of you guys could say it was a panther, and maybe it was. I don't know. But I'm going to read you what I looked up. So, a blue black cat, which could be interpreted as a black cat with a hint of blue or very dark blue cat, is often associated with deep intuition, mystery, transformation, and powerful psychic abilities in spiritual contexts. Often seen as a positive sign, especially when compared to the more widely held negative connotations of a solely black cat in certain cultures. Now, I'm going to tell y'all that's the different definition that's found on Google, but the energy that I'm now sensing and noticing with the view or the appearance of that blue black cat is that my intuition has been on fire. My spiritual senses, my spidey senses, my I'm gonna say my clairs have been on fire. Okay, so some of you guys will get a sighting like that or have a vision of a spirit animal. Okay, and you'll notice things change or senses heighten as it relates to you receiving that vision. Okay, or that visit. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this read, my loves. I will check you guys in the next one. Thank you all so much for hitting that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember to express yourself. Bye.